Hello, my name is Matthew Childress, and today I'm going to be teaching Teddy how to classify numbers. So basically, I'm going to basically tell you definitions. Basically, all numbers are real numbers except for irrational numbers, so let's get that out of the way. First is natural numbers, which is 1, 2, 3, etc. And then the next group is whole numbers, which includes 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. to infinity. Then integers, which is all negatives and all positive numbers. So -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. Then rational numbers are fractions or decimals that end or repeat. So examples of rational numbers are 1/4, 0.2, and 0.3 repeating. And then finally, irrational numbers are decimals that never end and never repeat. So, for example, pi, e, square root of 2, square root of 3, right? So now I'm going to be teaching you how to do basic problems on how to classify numbers. So number 1, how to classify 4. Well, first you know that 4 is a natural number because it is 1, 2, 3, infinity. 4 fits into that. Then you know it's a whole number because 0, 1, 2, 3 to infinity, 4 is included in that. You also know that it is an integer because 4 is an integer. Then you also know that it is a rational number because it is not an irrational number. So the way you would write this down is it's a natural whole integer. So let me write that down. Natural. It's a natural number. It's a whole number. It's an integer. It is a rational number.
Yeah, it's a real number.
And a real number. Okay, so for number 2, I'm going to be basically doing a word problem with you. So Tim has a debate with Jesse on how to classify the number 0.3 repeating. Tim thinks that 0.3 repeating is a rational and real number, while Jesse thinks 0.3 repeating is an integer. Who is correct? Well, so 0.3 repeating is a rational number, and you know this because rational numbers are fractions or decimals that end or repeat. So 0.3 repeating is obviously repeating, so it's obviously a rational number. And it's also a real number because the number exists. But you know it isn't an integer because it isn't a whole number, right?
Right.
So 0.3 repeating isn't an integer, so you know Tim is right. So Tim is right because he said 0.3 repeating is a rational and real number. So now, number 3, I want you to try this on your own. Classify -14 on your own.
Okay. Well, with it being a negative, I can first say that it would be an integer. So then, since it's -14, also being a real number, then that means it will also be rational since it's not irrational. What do you think? Am I missing anything?
No, you're not missing anything, but do you have any extra questions that you need help answering or that you don't know?
Are there only one set of numbers, or is there multiple sets?
There is multiple subsets of numbers.
Okay, cool. That's it.
Yeah, that's a wrap.